Hello, my name's Alex and welcome to my channel. Over the past year or so, I've really got into project panning content, so I thought 2025 would be my turn to throw my hat into the ring of panning content. So I thought I would kick off the year with a video showcasing all of my empties from 2024. So I've got this huge tub, literally, of every product that I finished in 2024. So we've got a lot to get through today, so it's going to be as quick fire as I can be, just sort of like, yes, did I like it, yes or no, would I buy it again, and then just a short reason for why I did or didn't like that product. So this is probably going to end up being quite a long video. If you prefer more short form content over on my TikTok, I'm going to separate everything into its own category and then film just a similar sort of quickfire video about each category. So if you prefer shorter form content or only interested in a specific category, maybe head over to my TikTok instead. But if you're like me and you like a long video, then stick around and we'll go through all of these products together. I also just want to add that this actually isn't every single beauty item that I've used this year. Things that I found sort of boring, like deodorant or shower gel or toothpaste, I just haven't included because they're boring. But if I've had sort of like a exceptional example of any of those things, and I've tried to add it into here as well. So first off is the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Dual Action Cleansing Water by Number 7. So I got this as a gift and I wouldn't buy it again because I don't really like Number 7 products. They, especially skincare products, they tend to use a lot of denatured alcohol, which is quite bad for your skin. However, I do now not have like a cleansing water, makeup remover, micellar water type thing. It's always good to have one of those on hand, so it was fine for its purpose, but I'm not a huge Number 7 fan. I just emptied this because I got it as a gift. And the next one, so this is the Breathco Dentist Formulated Fresh Breath, and this one is in mild mint. So I'm on my third one of these now. It is a little bit spendy for a mouthwash. It's £10 for a bottle. It's just so good. It really does help with all like your teeth and mouth feeling cleaner through the day. And I have tried the mild mint one and the icy mint one, and the mild mint one got a little bit of taste getting used to, because to me it tastes like fly spray. But by the end of this bottle I was really like fine with it. I was really into it. And then the next time I went, they only had the icy mint one, so I went through the icy mint one, and now I'm back on a bottle of mild mint, and I'm having to go through the same process of getting used to it again. So I would recommend this, even though it is £10, and that is a lot for a mouthwash, granted. Next, we have my favourite setting spray of all time. This is the Primark Prep and Perfect Refreshing Setting Spray. So this is like £3 or something, and it's just one of the best ones I've tried. It doesn't have denatured alcohol in it. Again, I'm not a huge fan of denatured alcohol. I find it really drying. It strips your skin. It's just so bad for your skin. It creates free radicals, etc. So, and I also never understand when a setting spray has denatured alcohol in it, because makeup remover also has denatured alcohol in it. Which one are we doing? Are we setting or are we removing? So this one doesn't have denatured alcohol in it, and it's just really nice and light and refreshing. And now we have the Elf Skin Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser. I love this. I'm on maybe my second or third bottle of this. This has turned me into a single cleanser gal. I used to go in with a sort of like an oil-based cleanser and then go in with a cleanser like this. Now I just need this. I just go in with this twice and this it takes everything off. This is all you need. Stop buying two types of cleanser. Get this one. It's really good. This has got a little bit disgusting because it's been in there a long time. This is the Age Define Firming and Neck Cream by B, I think it is, Superdrug's own brand. And it has peptides, bakuchiol and plant collagen in it. I really liked this actually. I have fine lines on my forehead, and this just helped them smooth out a tiny bit, and everything just felt a little bit more bouncy And again, I can't remember how much this was, but it was very cheap. I did try and find it for my mum actually, and I couldn't find it, so I don't know if they still do it, but if they do, definitely worth a try. And it doesn't have retinol in it. I keep trying with retinol, but retinol isn't trying with me. So bakuchiol is a more skin-friendly alternative to retinol. Speaking of cleansers, so this is the Paula's Choice Pore Normalizing Cleanser. Obviously, everything that Paula's Choice makes is stunning. And this was really good. After using an oil-based cleanser, this made my skin feel squeaky clean without feeling stripped. And it is really good, but it's £25, and £25 every time I empty this is just not, you know, in this economy, no. So this is the L'Oreal LV Heat Slayer Iron Spray. I try not to buy L'Oreal products, especially cosmetics and skincare and things like that, just because they do test on animals. When it comes to hair care, all bets are off, because I have a lot of hair. Whatever works, works. Like, I do not have time to fight for the animals when I'm fighting for my hair. So I would veer away from L'Oreal products normally. I couldn't find another heat protector in Superdrug on the day that I was buying this, but I do love this line by L'Oreal. It smells so good, so juicy and tropical. So don't get it because it tests on animals, but also do get it if it's the only heat protectant that you can find in Superdrug like me that day. Now we have some Starface Hydro Stars. These are just like pimple stickers, and they really make you think that you get loads in there when you open it, but then actually you don't. The packaging obviously is cute and like tactile. The stars were good. I find it a bit weird that it said you had to pop the pimple and then put the sticker on. Like, I get that it helps the juice in the sticker get into the pimple, but I thought we weren't popping pimples anymore. Nivea Irresistibly Smooth. This made my skin very soft and smooth. This was really good. Again, Nivea do test on animals, so I wouldn't rush out and buy it. This was a gift, but it is good. It is very soft. 10 out of 10. Well done, Nivea. We have got the Be Protect Defense Moisturiser SPF. It was an SPF 50 moisturiser. It didn't leave any white cast. It was a little bit greasy, but I think most SPFs are. I would buy this again, especially if I was going away. I don't know if I'd want it as my... Would I want it as my everyday SPF? I also don't wear SPF every day because I don't go outside every day. So what's the point in wearing it, you know? And if I do go outside, I'm outside for literally like 30 seconds walking to the car. Why am I spending all my money on SPF when I'm not being exposed to the sun to be protected? I probably would grab this again if I was in Superdrug, but I wouldn't like run to it. And then we have the Niacinamide and Zinc Booster by ME, which I think is Superdrug's own skincare brand. I liked this. It lasted forever. So I normally buy, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the Verse, it's like Verse Brightening Serum or something like that. And that's a little bit spendier than this is. So I got this instead. And whereas the Versed one, I think, cures breakouts. Like, if you put it on in a couple of days, your breakouts are gone. For me, this seems to keep them at bay rather than like curing them. So if I use this every day, sometimes day and night, sometimes one or the other, and I think it did help, and I probably would get this again. It lasted for ages. So it's got a 12-month lifespan on it, and I think it lasted longer than that. So I don't know if it was actually still really working after 13, 14, 15 months, however long it lasted, but it was, I would buy this again. I got a couple of little mini ones here. We've got the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum by No. 7. Again, I'm not a No. 7 stan, but this came in the same gift set as the micellar water, the makeup remover. This is all right. I wouldn't buy it, but it was all right. but it was alright. Then we've got the Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Multi-Peptide Booster. Again, this was alright. It didn't convince me that I needed the full size, so it was alright. The e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I really liked this, and I finished this right at the start of 2024. Like, Batty Bean raves about this, and I'm like, did I miss how good this was when I had it? So I would get it again to try it, but I do have 3 or 4 other powders on the go at the minute, so we need to use something up before we can let something in, but this will be let back in one day. And then we have the Pixie Rose Water and Green Tea Fixing Mist. Michaela McDade convinced me that I needed this. I did not need this. It is basically, well, it smells like it's 100% denatured alcohol. It sucked the soul out of my face, and again, is denatured alcohol a makeup remover or a makeup setter? Which one is it doing? It's one or the other. I don't know. So no, I wouldn't buy this again. It is really bad. Then we have the La Roche-Posay. There's some hair stuck to that one, sorry. We've got the La Roche-Posay 50 plus SPF very high protection factor. This is good because it doesn't leave a white cast. And despite the minuscule 50ml size, it did seem to last quite a long time, but maybe I wasn't putting enough on. And this is £25 for 50ml. I would rather get the Superdrug one again. The difference, there was none. There was none. Next we have the Olay Serums Hyaluronic 24 Day Serum. This slaps. This freaking slaps. Like, this is so good. But it's a lot of money. Like, this was given to me as a gift, and I think Olay tested animals as well. I got 2 of them, and I do have the second one on the go. But I think you could probably find another product with a high percentage of hyaluronic acid in it and get the same effect. Like that Bakuchiol anti-aging plumping thing, similar vibe to this. Like, this isn't the only product that does this. You can find a product that does this for less that isn't tested on animals. So it does slap, but you don't need it. This is, I think this is just in here because I was so proud of myself for finally finishing this. This is, if Superdrug still make this, it's a miracle. This is older than me. Okay, well, obviously it's not older than me, but it is old. There is actually a tiny bit left in there, but I have PTSD. My time with this is over. Not that this is bad, this is fine. It's just a little oil that I put in straight after washing my hair just to seal some moisture in, and it did that very well. Also, it doesn't smell great, but sometimes I like when cosmetics don't smell great, because it means they've focused on making the product good rather than making it smell good, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I'm not saying you can't have both, but when something smells bad, I don't mind, because I think, you know, that was the last thing they were thinking about on their list of things they were thinking about when they made this product. Maybe I'll just think about things too much, I don't know. So this doesn't smell 100%. But it did the job. It sealed some moisture in my hair. I'm using a better one now by Palmer's. Next we have Lid Lock, which is an eyeshadow primer by Barry M. I thought the only eyeshadow primer that could humanly possibly work for anyone ever is the Urban Decay one. And then when someone bought me this, I was like, oh, it's not the only eyeshadow primer in the world. This, I remember loving it when I first started using it, and I don't know if as it got older it started to dry out and it got really tuggy on the lids, or I just had a bit of a wake-up call about how much it was tugging me on the lids. So it is really good at setting your eyeshadow, but it does tug a little bit and it can be a little bit lumpy. So while I am grateful to it for opening the door for me to other eyeshadow primer products, I probably wouldn't buy this one again because it was dry and lumpy. This is the Fenty Skin Jelly Oil Cleanser. So earlier when I was talking about how my skincare routine used to be that I'd go in with an oil and a cleanser. So I think at one point even I was using this with the Paula's Choice we talked about earlier. It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't buy it again though. It's not worth it. The e.l.f. one does this job, to this guy's job and Paula's Choice job. Paula's Choice, you get a slightly cleaner finish, but you don't need this. No. The e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, my God, I love this. I love this. However, I'm an oily gal, and this is very mattifying. However, I'm also a greasy gal, and I think this can accentuate creases. So I try, when I use this now, I don't put it in areas of my face that I feel like it could crease. But yes, I would buy this again. In fact, I've got another one on the go already. Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. This is really, I like this for tattoos rather than my face. I don't think it's robust enough to get rid of makeup without the oil step, and I'm not doing the oil step. I'm doing the double e.l.f. step. But this is really good for cleaning tattoos. So I would rebuy this when I get a tattoo, but until then I will not rebuy this. Got another Prepped and Perfect setting spray. The one thing that I did mean to say about this is the dispenser is truly horrific. It's like getting hit in the face with a wave. So I do decant this into my empty Urban Decay. It's just a mini Urban Decay all night setting spray because I love the mister on that. It's really satisfying to spray and you get a nice fine mist as well. Soap and Glory, the Rush Shower Sensational Dry Shampoo. I can't even remember why I put this in there because I don't think dry shampoos mean anything to me in my hair type. I don't know whether I wanted to comment on the touch release technology for an extra burst of fragrance when you ruffle your hair. Did I want to comment on that? But I can't remember what I wanted to comment on that, whether it happened or not. Ah, another Soap and Glory. Soap and Glory Righteous Butter. Stunning. I love Soap and Glory body products and bath products. They always feel just that little bit of extra luxury, even though it's just drugstore. What you know what we have forgotten as a beauty community in the UK? The British word for drugstore. The British word is not drugstore, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, I've already got another one of these on the go in various flavours. I would buy this again. It's good. This is the Bee Cleanse Melting Balm. Until I discovered the e.l.f. cleanser that I keep going on about, I would have rebought this and used it with another cleanser, but I wouldn't now. But this was good. Not as good as the e.l.f. version of this though. Not the liquid one. This one! Oh, this is better than the Superdrug one, but worse than the liquid one because you have to wash this off with something other than itself. I got the Nivea Soothing Night Cream. It was fine, but I wouldn't buy it again. I've got the Paula's Choice 0.3% retinol and 2% bakuchiol treatment. I'm just in a mini size. I got this to try and ease myself into their 1% retinol product, and it didn't work. And this wasn't enough of a sample size for me to know whether this product worked. So I don't know whether you should get this, but the retinol is retinoling on me. I can't use their 1% retinol. We've got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, a classic. This one's got niacinamide in it. I'll probably pair it with the Poreless Putty Primer. So I'd do this all over and then the Poreless Putty in my T-zone just to help with that mattifying, but this would be my chief primer. Rimmel Lash Accelerator. Does this still exist? I don't know. I have so many mascaras because I get bought mascaras as a present a lot, which I'm obviously very grateful for, but I have so many mascaras. This was fine. My holy grail mascara is the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit, the Benefit Test on Animals. I was bought the Rare Beauty mascara for my birthday present last year. That is probably my second favourite mascara. So although Bad Gal Bang is supreme, Rare Beauty, I think, could fill its place in my heart, and this couldn't, so I wouldn't rebuy this. Number 7, Radiance Plus Daily Energizing Exfoliating Cleanser. I wouldn't buy this again. It had bits in it, bits of apricot, I think it is. Yeah, apricot seeds. And physical cleansers on your face is bad because it creates micro tears. Chemical exfoliants only, not physical exfoliants. So I wouldn't buy this again. And also, it's number 7, and we already know I don't like number 7. Oh, this is fun. This is a lipstick. I haven't finished this end because I never used to use this end because I wasn't a gloss gal. However, now I have become a bit of a gloss gal, so maybe this doesn't count anymore. I have many things that emulate this colour, so I wouldn't rebuy this again, although I have this product in so many colours because when I bought this I really loved it. However, now I find it really dry, sucks the soul out of my lips, and I can't get it off. I cannot. Nothing will take this off. I wouldn't buy it again, and I'm just going to work through all of the other ones of this that I have in my collection in other colours, and I'm not going to buy any more of these because I've decided, although I did once love it, I do now not love it. Oh, this was good. Avena Skill Skin Renewal Smoothing Cream. This was good. This is lovely. It does have PHAs in it, which means that you have to wear sunscreen if you're going to put this on because these will sensitize your skin to the sun. So I used this through winter last year, and it is really lovely. Maybe if I saw this on offer, I would rebuy it, but otherwise I would just stick to my Soap and Glory. Oh, and here she is, the queen of mascaras. I would rebuy this every day for the rest of my life, but benefit test on animals, so I kind of have to let it go. I kind of also feel like this could be like my one little treat, my little bunny poisoning treat, because I love it so much and life's hard enough. Sanctuary body butter. This was rose scented, maybe. Yeah, florals aren't for me. It was fine to get through, but I wouldn't buy it for myself. Wow, this was from last year. The e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow Sun Protection and Makeup Primer. So this is like the e.l.f.'s version of Super Goops. I cannot remember what it's called. Super Goops one of this. You know what I mean. Would I rebuy this? I think, you know, after going through all of these sunscreen things, I think I would just buy the Superdrug one. I wouldn't buy this. I like the primers I have. I don't think I really like a glowy primer because I'm an oily gal. So I think I would rebuy the Superdrug one in the summer, but in the winter, your gal ain't going outside. I do not need SPF. NARS Climax mascara. This started off bad, and then got good. Would I rebuy it? No. Bioma Moisturising Gel Cream. I really liked this and it convinced me to ask for it for Christmas, so I have the full size. So this is good, yes. Primark Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Primer. This is their version of the Bobbi Brown one. I was so lost with this. I was like, are you a moisturiser or are you a primer? And it didn't really feel like an adequate substitute for either. So I emptied this, but not happily, so I wouldn't rebuy it or recommend it or anything really. CeraVe Blemish Control Cleanser. This is just like a little free sample. I wouldn't buy this myself because they test on animals. High Rosehip Face Oil. I think this might be the second one of these I've gone through. I think the first one I bought, and this I think came free with something. I'm happy with my quite minimal skincare routine that I've got now, so I don't think I need like an oil to seal everything in. I'm an oily gal, so I wouldn't buy it, but it is nice. This was a ride having this in my life. This is the Sol de Janeiro Rio Sunset Glow Oil, and I just didn't know what part of my life this was supposed to be in. It says on it to mix it with foundation, but it used to just melt my makeup off. And in fact, the NYX liquid lipstick that I was talking about earlier that I was saying I couldn't get off in any way, shape or form, this is the only thing I ever found that would take it off. So because it used to melt your makeup off so much. And then I decided when we went on holiday last year that I would just get through it, so I just oiled myself with this every day. It smelt nice in the moment, and then the sparkles, they didn't last either, and I thought that if I use something like strongly scented like this on holiday, every time I smelled it, it would remind me of the holiday, but that hasn't really worked either. So I don't know what it is, or what, I don't know. I do know what it is, I don't know why it is. So no, don't buy this, nor will I buy it. Number 7, Protect and Perfect Advanced Day Serum. Day serum? Day cream. I wouldn't rebuy this. This is the Rare Beauty mascara of my mascara rant fame about 3 minutes ago. I would rebuy this once I have used up a few more of my mascaras. I don't think I'll ever get to the end of using them, but once I've used a few more, I will repurchase this. 100%. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte in the shade 290. Stunning foundation. I didn't know that I was going to be a matte girl until, because I used to like the other one, the like illuminating. I found a bottle of it in like a makeup clearance place, so I'm getting through the last one probably in the world of that. Rihanna stopped making that, so I was like, okay, I will try the matte one, and I didn't know I was going to be a matte gal, but I liked this. I would rebuy this, but I have a handful of foundations on the go at the moment, so I don't need to just yet, but I would rebuy this. But I think I would rebuy her luminous one that she's now come out with as a substitute to the one that got discontinued before I would rebuy this, just because this is a little bit of like a heavier coverage matte, and I'm not that kind of gal, but I was willing to become that kind of gal for Rihanna. And what do we have here? The Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. This was so good. I was surprised by this. I always think, how am I going to know? Why are you even bothering me with these samples? Like, how am I going to know anything about you in packaging this small? But this was so good. Like, I genuinely think it brought... Wait. It was this one. It's fine. This was really good. 15% vitamin C and 5% PHAs and hyaluronic acid. I don't know if I would buy this again, because I suspect that this is like £1 million. But if you have £1 million, you should buy this. And if you have £1 million and you want to look like a glowing princess, you should buy this. This was really good. Well done, Ole. Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturiser. So this came in like the Sephora goodie bag that they were doing around Black Friday. So I had the Bioma one and this one in the same little goodie bag. And I used the Bioma one first, and then I used this, and this one didn't compare. So I would not buy this now. And Sephora did them dirty. A classic, the Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection in the shade Biscuit. It's just so good. It is so good. This will always be, how much is it, like £4? This will always be something that I have to reach for when I go into the drugstore. I have quite a few of the e.l.f. camo concealer ones on the go at the minute. I think this does oxidize a bit, but it really does like stay, and it does settle into the creases a bit more than the e.l.f. one that I've been trying, that I've found. But I will never let this go. She's an oldie, but she's a goldie. Then we've got the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum. I just don't even remember this. I wouldn't rebuy it. I do actually remember this. Like, Caudalie has that smell, doesn't it? But other than that, I don't remember it, and I wouldn't rebuy it. The Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown. I never understood why an eyebrow pencil could be £28 until I bought the £28 eyebrow pencil. And I think I would buy this again, because I've tried to emulate her with NYX ones, but mainly just NYX ones. And I'm just like, I know where the good thing is, just go back to it, you know? So I think I would get this again. It's like just a nice fine point and correct colour for me as well. I would rebuy this. NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. This is my, nothing will come between me and this eyeliner. Me and this eyeliner in a soul bond together. We will be together forever. Wing liners will never go out of style. Egyptians were wearing a winged liner, so why would we stop now? And this is probably what the Egyptians used. Nothing is better than this. If there is something better than this, there isn't. There's nothing better than this either. This is the ultimate red. I don't know if it's the ultimate red for every skin tone in the world, but it's the ultimate red for me. It's so perfect. And I worked really hard on trying to get this finished this Christmas because I knew that it had a very limited amount of time left in my life. I've had this. I've probably had this about 10 years. Yeah, Sephora lip cream stains are undefeated in their formula. They stay all day, but then they wash off. Like, you can put them on, you can eat. You might need to retouch up a little bit, but you can put them on, you can eat, and then you can wash it off at the end of the day. You don't have to wage World War III on your lips to get it off. And as we all know, Sephora tests on animals, so I will not be repurchasing this, but I don't know where I'm going to find a red quite as perfect. And I'm pretty sad about that. Honest Beauty Matte Primer. This smelled really bad. I know I had the whole speech before about when something smells bad, it might mean that it's good. But this is a bad version of the e.l.f. Liquid Putty Primer. So no, I wouldn't buy that. CeraVe Foaming Cleanser. I bought this from a chemist in Georgia because I'd realised that I'd forgot to bring any makeup remover or makeup cleanser with me when we went to Georgia last year. So I just grabbed this and it was fine. I wouldn't rebuy it. We already know what I would rebuy. Look how dusty it is, I'm sorry. NYX Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. I can't remember this. How different can one eyebrow pencil be to another eyebrow pencil? I hear you cry. Not very. This is so similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, but I felt like I got through this one at lightning speed compared to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I feel like the Anastasia one lasted nearly like 6 months or something, and this lasted like 6 days. The Milk Hydro Grip Cleanser in mini size. I didn't care about this. The e.l.f. one does it the same, if not better. I wouldn't rebuy this. Finally, the Biossance Squalene Vitamin C Rose Oil. I wouldn't buy this, but it was nice to have. It felt quite plumping. It was really good. I would never go and seek it out though. Like I said, I'm happy with my quite minimal skincare routine. Yeah, this was nice, but I wouldn't buy it myself. And that, my friends, is almost every beauty product that I finished in 2024. So as you can see, I worked through a lot in 2024 and I hope to do a lot better in 2025. So please stay tuned if you are into project panning content, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. If you got to the end of this video, give yourself a pat on the back and give me a like, because you must like me if you have sat and listened to me rant about garbage for an hour.